proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Ready.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Last weekend, Minot cleared the #1 team in the land, is only improving. But the Jamestown Blue Jays come to Minot looking for their breakthrough win. They've been on the verge of many this year, but are so far 0-3 in WDA play. It's one game tonight in the West Region. Girls basketball on the PSP Network, and we start with the Valvoline Oil Change pregame show here at Magic City Campus Gymnasium. It's a 15-minute stay in your car, drive through oil change service locations in Minot or Bismarck. Find out more of everything to do online at VIOC.com. We welcome you into the pregame show alongside Bryce Gutnick. I'm Owen Patterson on the call. Minot 7-0. They've taken care of business in many different fashions to this point in the year. Host a Jamestown team on a Tuesday night, late night here in Minot. Just looking to do the same old, same old.
Yeah, they're taking care of business. You saw the effort really stood out to me. That second half versus Williston really got at it. After it defensively, 43 points in that second half against a better, much improved Williston team. Looking to hold serve tonight on their home court are the Majets.
Let's set up the matchup with not our schedule yet, our standings in the WDA, brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto. Don't even have that ready to go yet, Bryce. So, well, just do your imagination. Minot and Century, they're the top two teams. Century's already in action against Minot North. Most girls basketball teams playing already today in the earlier games, as per usual, for a doubleheader night. But those two have been atop the standings all year long with Mandan, and you can pretty much assure that they will be right up there for the entire season. But Jamestown, down there at the bottom, number 10, a team that would kind of factor, they have the chance, at least the upside, to be right in the conversation around that coveted 4th spot for a state tournament appearance. Just so far, the close games haven't gone their way.
Yeah, they're winless in conference play. But look at this. I mean, they're at Mandan. They have a shot to win that game. They lose by 2. Big stat there. They committed way too many turnovers was the story. They commit 30 turnovers, Owen. They hold Mandan to under 30%. But look at this. Points off turnovers. Mandan 32, Jamestown 5. That's the ball game. Lose another close game to St. Mary's. They were right in that one. So a couple opportunities for some conference plays. They just haven't closed the door and solidified a big win in the region play yet.
Here's the latest media poll by the North Dakota Associated Press Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association. This one came out on Monday. Minot still number 1, receiving 18 out of 19 first place votes in the state. Century gained the other one. How about Mandan, though, moving up to number 3? However, the Braves, they did have that loss, or sorry, that was legacy to Bismarck High. They dropped to number 5. So 4 West Region teams in the top 5 this week.
How about that game, that win by Bismarck? That one really stood out to me as perhaps the biggest win in the region last week. Huge effort from Jordan Root in that ball game, and I'm telling you, man, it just feels like we have and this collision course setting up with Century and Minot High. Minot High losing Everett to Shaw. I got to give a quick shout out. She's having surgery tomorrow. They're prepping her today. Shout out to a speedy recovery and a smooth surgery for Everett to Shaw. But hey, you get Maggie Freaky back. She's a big piece moving forward. We know what she brings to the table for the Majets.
Talk about players to watch and keys to the game next. This is the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Get you set for a WDA matchup tonight on the PSP Network with the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Jamestown and Minot High, as is tradition, splitting up the doubleheader. They do it every year. In fact, twice a year. And Bryce, I still never understand why is it Jamestown and Minot? One's got to play one place while the other team plays here. It never makes any sense. Nobody's ever given me an actual explanation, so it's just what we do around here.
You are not going to get an explanation from me as well, because I don't know. We would be prepared to handle the doubleheader, but regardless, we're excited to be here tonight for some region WDA girls hoops.
We absolutely are. Oh, and it gets better. Now Jamestown and Minot North are playing the split doubleheaders too, so keep that in mind if you thought you could catch both the Jamestown boys and girls in the same building here in Minot later on in the year. How about we look further into this matchup, Bryce, with our Northern Plains heating their keys to the game. Jamestown brings in quite a bit of size. One of the few teams in the WDA to match up with Minot High's forward position, but both offensively and defensively, you think Jamestown has to at least try and hold their own in the paint.
Yeah, they really do. Just kind of suffocate in that paint area. I'd say, hey, kick it out. I'm not letting Bell beat me. I'm saying, hey, Knutson, you're going to have to make some threes. Barch, you're going to have to make some threes. Fricky in her action. I'm clogging up that lane, trying to limit her touches, and saying, hey, you're going to have to shoot the three ball, and you're going to have to beat me from the perimeter.
Yeah, Minot High has struggled a little bit with the three. Got a little bit of that back last weekend against the Williston Coyotes in a big second half win. But it was the first half that really kind of caught everybody off guard. It was a slow start to the game, but, well, they're back in school now. The holiday break is over. Maybe the intensity from the jump will be there for the Majettes.
Yeah, we talk about that. The little lull, when you're coming back from a break, you've had some time off. They had played earlier in, with those couple road games, but, Williston did some good things in that game. But how about this, Owen? They plus 11 in three-point makes in that game. They held Williston to 1 of 17 in that game. The defensive intensity was there in that second half. Coach Schwartz wants to see a complete game effort tonight.
Here is the schedule of events this week on the PSP Network. Again, those are Northern Plains. These are keys to the game. Big day today on the PSP Network. We've got 2 doubleheaders. We've also got 2 standalone girls basketball games. We've been enjoying a couple of the games that have already got started on the PSP Network from Washburn and Legacy. But how about Thursday and Friday? You're going to be doing some traveling, Bryce.
I've never been to Dickinson for a game.
Ah.
I haven't. I'm going to be on the call for a doubleheader, girls and boys, Mandan in Dickinson. Me and Mr. Brock Widener, first timers. So I'm excited, man. A little mountain time zone. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to be down in Dickinson for some Mavericks basketball.
And of course, the rivalry is revisited here in the Magic City. Nick Hallberg, Dallas Hansen going to be holding down the fort at Minot North as the Sentinels host Minot High. Always good when those teams get together, no matter what the sport. That's this week on the PSP Network. Later tonight, we'll have tip-off between Minot High and Jamestown. That's next on the PSP Network.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Eight gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Time we talk some players to watch in this Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Tell you what, there's a lot of experience, Bryce, for the first time in a while for Andy Scunberg's Jamestown Blue Jays, but a lot of the action still seems to be revolved around a freshman guard in Macy Newmiller, having to pick up a lot of the scoring for this Jamestown team this season.
She really does. I want to talk about her ability. She distributes it so well, getting her teammates involved. I'd like to see just improve the efficiency a little more, the shot selection, be a little better in the turnover department, but she is a talent for this Blue Jays team.
Jamestown trying to snap a 10-game losing streak to the Minot High Magents that goes back a couple seasons. Obviously for Minot High, we spoke about her a lot on Friday against Williston for a different reason, just making her comeback. Well, what a comeback it was. 15 points and just a handful of minutes off the bench for Maggie Fricke.
Yeah, 15 points, 11 minutes. You saw the energy. You saw the spark that she brought, a couple assists. She was terrific in her return. Look for an uptick in her minutes as these games go along.
This has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. It's just about time for tip-off here. It is time, though, for our national anthem.
Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Another reminder, this has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network. With 25 years of the Lundins taking care of people, they make local actually matter. And you can find them online at VIOC.com or any of their locations in Minot or Bismarck. The Jamestown Blue Jays come into this matchup 2-4 overall. They are 0-3 in conference play. One of those losses was at home to Century, a tough battle for everyone this season. They have had their way with a lot of their opponents so far this winter. But the Blue Jays did have two very close battles against Mandan and St. Mary's, ended up in losses. And tell you what, the expectations should still be pretty high for this Jamestown team.
I couldn't agree more. They're knocking on the door, looking for that big first conference win. And it's been, we had these discussions, though, and just to see this group grow because they've been so young. They've had that young core for years at this varsity level. They're continuing to get better every single year.
Meanwhile, Minot High 7-0. They have the best record in the state of North Dakota in Division AA girls basketball. Only a handful of undefeated teams remain around the state. They're 3-0 in the West and winners of 4 out of 4 at home this season. But we talked to Jason Schwartz after the Williston win on Friday. We've said this before. There's been a lot of different ways in those 7 games. Minot High has been able to find a way to win.
The consistent part has been Lily Bell. How about versus Williston, plus 38 Owen? You know I'm a point differential guy. I always look at it. 10 of 15 from the field, 7-8 from the free throw line. Look at me here. 0 turnovers in that ball game. I want to give a little shout out. Eve Knutson and Kinley Barge, not really involved offensively in that game, but their defensive effort, the steals, the deflections, really stood out to me against Williston.
Yeah, it took a while for really the rest of the crew to get going offensively, but as long as that defensive side of the ball stays consistent, it seems Minot High is going to find success.
And you're absolutely right, and we're going to see the Fricky. We're going to see the Fricky effect here where she's starting to gain more minutes. That's going to create more open looks for Kinley Barge, Eve Knutson, and others on this Majets team.
All set for tip-off today at the Magic City Campus Gymnasium, Minot and Jamestown. So glad you could join us on the PSP Network. And the boys game going on simultaneously today at Jamestown High School. We'll have some updates as we get them throughout the night, as well as some looks around the state. A very big night of basketball on this Tuesday in January. Minot High in the home white, maroon and gold numbers and letters. Jamestown on the road in the blue with white and gray. The Jets win the opening tip-off, and we're underway with WDA girls basketball on the PSP Network. First possession for the Majets. Had an open Lily Bell there on the wing. Play continues. They find Bell now in the corner. Stops in the paint. Defenders fell down. The kick out to CC Stevic is missed. Bell left alone for the offensive rebound. Can't get the putback. There'll be a third chance, though, for Minot. But A.J. Rude's going to throw it high and away.
You've seen that a lot, though. Bell being very patient there, not forcing anything. You get a wide open three. Great look for Stevic, unable to knock it down.
So Blue Jays able to get away without allowing a point on that first defensive possession. First time on offense goes to Haley Adelson, gets her own rebound, kicks to Hannah Adelson, but that three is missed. Bell brings it up the floor for Minot. Rest of the starting lineup: A.J. Rude, Eve Knutson, Kinley Barch, and CC Stevic. Stevic, the freshman, has had a very nice start to this season in a new starting role. Barch down the right side of the lane. Wedges that between the rim and the backboard. Still scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
You've seen that a lot from Barch this year. She's playing a little more downhill, attacking the rim there. Unable to finish, though.
The freshman Macy Newmiller, guarded by the senior Lily Bell, loses it out of bounds. A turnover to Minot.
Macy Newmiller got the pink MJs on. You know I'm a shoe guy. I got to mention it every game. Looking sharp.
Bell, the quick catch and shoot from the corner. It's good. Our first points of the game come from the near 30-point-a-game scorer, Lily Bell.
It's a great find there by Stevic, getting in the middle of the lane, finding Bell open in the corner.
Newmiller, a long three in response, will just go off. I don't think Jamestown's going to want to get into a three-point contest with Minot. We saw that last season, though. WDA tournament, Jamestown was solely a three-point shooting team against the Midgets. Here's a three from Rude, barely behind the line, but it counts.
That's a great job, great adjustment to make sure she's behind the line. Good start for Rude for this game. Second made three already for the Midgets.
Still a lot of the offense going through Newmiller for Jamestown. This time it works. Able to get past Bell and get that shot off the glass. First points for the Blue Jays.
How about that from Newmiller? Not afraid, Trent, going right into the body of Bell. Nice finish.
Well, Jamestown's defense is letting Minot get in the lane along with their keys to the game. Minot able to win out of there.
And it's been Stevic here early getting involved. The vision there. Bell moving without the basketball.
Barch forces the jump ball. It'll stay with Jamestown. 8-2 Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. And we've got an early timeout by the Blue Jays, maybe trying to adjust that defense. Minot's been able to drive and distribute early in this one. 8-2 our score. Timeout on the floor.
Engineers at Ackerman Estvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Estvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. Jamestown with the basketball after the break. Add a Young, a baseline pass to Milan Martin. Hits the three in the corner. Good response by Jamestown.
Nice find there, Martin. She can really provide some scoring for this Blue Jays. Nice start to the game for her.
Minot back to work on offense. They've been in rhythm to start this first half. CC Stevic, the three, just misses. Another offensive board, though. Knutson keeps it alive. Finds Bell, then Barch. Gets a little space, and eventually the whistle comes. An offensive foul against Kinley Barch.
I'm going to say, I think she kind of got away with one in the first few minutes. Not so much this time. Great defense there. Offensive foul. First on Barch.
3.5 minutes in, just a 3-point lead for Minot High. Newmiller gets it off the screen, shot it once. Turn it down, a three for Mia Euland. Rolls off, no good.
I like Euland, one of the best, maybe the best perimeter shooter for this Jamestown team. Good to get her some open looks.
Bell hit as she was going into the lane. Foul be called on the ground. Jets get it into Rude. Had to work to get open against Newmiller and then is fouled from behind. Fricky first off the bench for Minot High. They've got 10 minutes against the Williston Coyotes. A return to varsity basketball.
It was a great ovation when she came into the game. Everyone's so excited to have her back.
Lely, another quick catch and shoot three. She noted after the game, we interviewed her as a Sport Clips MVP. She said, yeah, the three ball hadn't really been there for me the first couple weeks of the season. Obviously getting better here into January.
Yeah, I wrote that down. You're going to see that percentage climb. She's not going to be shooting that lower percentage than she's accustomed to doing.
Still just about 27% from beyond the three-point line, but quick 2 threes here in the first half for Bell. Jets lead 11-5. That was a travel by Jamestown's Mia Euland. Screen for Knutson. Gives it back up to Lely. Spins it to the lane. Nice find to Fricky. Baseline cut out to Barch for three. Well, that's the look of the Minot offense we're used to, but it doesn't result in any points. Barch flying after the basketball. Going to be picked up by the Blue Jays. They got to get it across half court, though. They do, with a second to spare. Newmiller from the corner takes Barch all the way to the hoop. There's an open shooter. It's Addie Young for three.
Another corner three for this Jamestown team. This time it's Young cutting the deficit to three.
All about the three ball here in the first half. We got a moving screen against Bell. Let's take a look at our Ryan Family Dealerships replay for the first time on this Young triple.
I love it here. Jamestown moving it around well, finding some open looks from the perimeter. It'll be interesting here. It looks like Bell might be almost hobbling a little as she heads to the bench area.
Means we see Leah Dawkin early in the first half. Could not record a minute against Williston. And then fouls Milan Martin at the block. There's a variety of bench players to be used by Minot in these couple games. Goes to show they have trust in everybody there on the varsity bench. They all expect to perform. There's a steal on the inbounds play by Stevick. Looks up for Fricky. Good recovery by the Blue Jays. Second chance for Maggie. She's going to be fouled. Really not much that Lucy Falk could do right there without getting called for a foul.
A great job by Fricky getting that offensive rebound, getting to the Serve Pro free throw line. It's been Stevick, her passing ability really standing out to me to start this ball game.
First one good for Fricky at the Serve Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians, advanced technology, and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. (13-8) lead for the Minot High Majettes on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Still 12:20 to go in the first half. Hewlin trying to work past Fricky. Gives it up to Young. She'll step into the lane, spin, step through, and then pass it back out. Single digits for the Blue Jays and a travel called Haley Adelson. Going to get the ball away in time.
We've seen this, though, and the substitutions, you talked about it a little bit. Now Broderick getting some minutes early. It's kind of been a rotation. We saw Bachmeyer get some early minutes the last game. We've seen Bedell in that situation, and now they're going to look to Harper Broderick here early in this one.
Saw the floor with Rude, Barch, Fricky, and Bell. Threw it at the foot of Maggie Fricky, and Newmiller is going to force the jump ball. It will stay with the Majettes. Coach Skunberg clearly wanted a foul there.
I like it, letting one of the officials know, man. He's grabbing my arm, grabbing the wrist on my player here.
16th year head coach of the Jamestown Blue Jays, Andy Skunberg. Again, one of those screen plays out of bounds, looking for a three ball. Barch won't take it, instead give it up to Bell, who misses the three. More second chances for the Majettes. This time it's Fricky. Cashes in.
The second chance opportunities, finding a wide open Fricky for three.
Falk got pushed. Let's see what we got on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Very end of it.
Falls on number 13, Arthur Broderick, first personal, fourth team foul.
Well, they got it in the act of shooting. They're kind of interesting there. Coach Schwartz is kind of wondering the same thing.
It's Lucy Falk at the free throw line, the 6-foot junior forward for Jamestown. Makes 1 out of 2. 16-9 the lead for Minot High. Barch is called for another offensive foul.
And I think it's the correct call. You can really see her extending with that offhand, creating some separation. Second time she's been caught. She's kind of been dealing with some foul trouble here in these first parts of the season as well. So to the bench goes Kinley Barch.
5 team fouls against the Majettes in the first not even 7 minutes. Going to get another jump ball. Broderick and Young stay with the Blue Jays. Today's broadcast on the PSP Network made possible by our friends at the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7 and on Saturdays from 8:30 to 3. While your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store. Get the ball to Young on the near side. Save it to Hewlin. The three is good. You talked about it, Bryce. Their three-point shooters Jamestown has at around 37%.
And yeah, Hewlin, I believe she shoots the highest percentage on this Jamestown team. Great set there, getting her a wide open look.
Root on the other side, a miss. Broderick able to steal the rebound away, but lost it out of bounds.
I like Hewlin, double-digit scorer. Like you said, try and run some sets to free her up. Looks like Minot switching it up, going to a little zone look here.
Closing out to shooters. Jamestown has been able to shoot well from the perimeter in this first half. Stepping to the free throw line this time is Young. Offensive rebound, Hannah Adelson. Right back to it, the Blue Jays look inside. Adelson back to Young. Long on the three, but an offensive rebound and the putback by Falk.
That is Falk's game. She averages over 7 rebounds a game. Nice putback. Great minutes from her off the bench.
Under 10 minutes to go first half. Eve Knutson with the scoop and score. In the middle of the zone, Adelson will kick back out to Young. The step back three is in the air and in for Addie Young.
Fourth made three of this first half for Jamestown. The lead's down to 1. No hesitation from Young.
No hesitation from Rood. Got a little space there in the middle of the court. The mid-range jumper is pure. It's still a 1-possession lead for the Majettes at 20-17. Young comes sprinting up. Drives, shoots over Bell, and gets the roll. What a first half for Addison Young.
Addison Young here has been terrific. You see it drawing Bell away from under that basket. Nice finish.
Stevick into the lane. Minot is getting a lot of space, and when they go into the paint, but unable to find points there.
And it's been Stevick. She's done a great job creating, like you said, getting in there, just unable to finish.
Young and Hewland, the big point scorers for Jamestown in this first half. Hewland has that three roll all the way out of bounds. This is an ideal start for Jamestown on the road. There's been a lot of times where they've come up to Minot and it's been a rough start shooting-wise, but able to hold their own here, down by 1.
Yeah, their half-court sets have been terrific. You've seen it. You've seen Young in the corner. You've seen Martin. Hewland's been up, freed up a few times. So getting the looks they want here on the road here early.
Eve Knutson wide open. That's been the downside to this first half of the Blue Jays.
Yeah, they got to free up and try and get Knutson some good looks. She doesn't take bad shots. Now we have they've got it off Knutson here. Going to stay with the Blue Jays.
Officials will discuss and keep it as the call on the field or call on the court was.
As I was saying, Owen, just get Knutson. She'd be a little more selfish, her shot selection is so good, but I'd like to see her be a little more selfish and get her offense going.
Newmiller back in the game for Jamestown. Had the right look there, just a little bit too much on the shot. Bell races down the court. It's off to Barch. Bell for 3, already has 2 in the game. That one will just roll off. Fricky in for the offensive rebound. Free throws again.
You see it, it's that extra effort by Barch, keeping it alive. The second chance opportunities ending up in Fricky's hands. She'll go back to the Serve Pro free throw line.
I'm trying to think what percentage of the 23 points in this first half have come off of offensive rebounds for Minot. Fricky a miss at the line.
Very disgusted with that miss, wasn't she? She's very, shoots it at a high percentage.
We'll make the second. Young, a very quick breather on the bench. Looks right inside for Milan Martin. Still not the right touch there around the basket for the Blue Jays. Bell misses that layup. But another offensive rebound for Minot. Fricky launches from the sideline, and it's good.
Once again, it's the second chance, keeping it alive. Fricky from way deep. I believe that's the sixth made three of this first half for the Magets.
Meanwhile, Jamestown's gone scoreless for a bit. Milan Martin can't break the ice with that three attempt. Fricky and the Magets. Oh, got another open three, and it's good again. And this run for Minot has prompted a Jamestown timeout. 10 straight points for the Magets. We'll go to break on the PSP Network.
This pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Is proudly brought to you by
Coming up on the PSP Network, our Jerome's Collision Center halftime show. Accidents happen, it's a part of life. Our goal is to help get you and your car back on the road as quick as possible. Call Jerome's Collision Center at 701-852-5126 to schedule your collision repair or other service. Collision repair is their specialty, you and your car. We were just a minute ago, Bryce, saying perfect scenario here for Jamestown. It's a one-possession game with 8.5 left in the first half, and then Minot's up 11.
And then it's a burst, and Fricky's at the center of that. She has 12 points off the bench here already in this first half.
Still Jamestown trying to connect from beyond the arc. Another miss from Newmiller. Fricky, no signs of slowing down on the fast break. We'll give it up to Knutson. Minot just continuing to drive and basically getting whatever they want as they go in the lane.
And you see it as Fricky creating their Knutson, not settling all the way to the lane, much to the delight of Coach Schwartz over there.
First of two free throws for Eve Knutson is a miss. Minot back at the Serve Pro free throw line in this first half. Empty. Euland, Newmiller, and Young have been the primary scorers for Jamestown today. Can they get Haley Adelson involved? No, that one sails wide of the goal. A turnover.
Great job by Young, though. She's creating. That's a really good look for Haley Adelson, just unable to knock it down. They've really had their looks in this first half from the perimeter.
Knutson, what a find to Kinley Barch, near side corner, but the three won't go. Euland from long range, another miss, but a rebound deflected out of bounds. Minot basketball. Well, on one hand, Minot Jamestown shooting about the same amount of threes. Minot's getting all the rebounds. Jamestown's been one and done.
Yeah, Minot's crashing the boards on the offensive end. They're getting those second chance buckets. It's always interesting. I like to see when Bell goes to the bench here, we're still at that 30-19 mark, but just how long she'll be on the bench. Speak of the devil, here she comes.
Minot High kind of late to get in that offensive set on the shot clock. There was a foul away from the ball, as another first half foul is called against Macy Newmiller, her second, team's 6th. Minot will be in the bonus on the next Jamestown foul. Still 5:15 remaining in the first half. Bell catches at the free throw line, decides to drive against Hannah Adelson. It's the ball out to Harper Broderick through the lane for 2.
Like that, be aggressive there. Broderick, her first bucket of the ball game.
12 consecutive points for the Minot High Majettes. They lead 32-19. Adelson got to get the ball away, and then she dribbled it on accident. Turnovers continue here in the late first half for Jamestown.
Yeah, you see it. They're really starting to turn up the defensive pressure. The Majettes are going on this little spurt. Have it at a 12-0 run for the Majettes.
Broderick from the corner. Gets her pass right back, tries to hand out for Bell. Eventually the Blue Jays going to get their steal. Young on the drive. If the cutback and the offense is going to pick up again, it's got to be with Addie Young.
It's been Young. It's been inside. It's been outside. She is into double digits. She is not backing down here. 10 points in the ballgame.
Bell picks up that other loose ball. Broderick again. Left open for a short amount of time. Still makes the Blue Jays pay.
I thought that prior possession she had a couple times where she could have shot the basketball. No hesitation that time. 5 points off the bench for Broderick.
35-21 the lead for Minot. Young, a 3 on the other side for the Blue Jays. Got a foul on the offensive rebound attempt by Haley Adelson. Ryan Family Dealerships brings you the replays today and every day on the PSP Network. Their commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations in Minot, Williston, or shop online at driveryan.com. Williston in a good one today against Mandan. We've got scores to bring you at the half.
I'll do my job, Owen. I know my role. I'll get us some updates from across the state here on a Tuesday evening.
Kinley Barch at the Serve Pro free throw line for Minot. Makes the first, earns the second. This team's met 3 times last season. Their 2 regular season games as scheduled, plus the West Region quarterfinals. Minot High took all 3, winning that last game 74-39. Jamestown made 10 threes, but only had 39 points in the game.
Kind of seen that same approach today. It's been from downtown, and it was hot, about that first 8 minutes. Now we have a turnover.
Bell trying to find Fricky, but Haley Adelson trailing the play was in the right place. Blue Jays down 16, just 3 minutes to go in the half. Euland, shot fake, steps inside the three-point line, but still can't get it to go. Rude for Knutson on the fast break. Minot High scores in transition.
I think she got that up with her right hand. It looked kind of awkward, but really nice first half from Eve Knutson here. 7 points for the Majettes.
Corner 3 from Adelson, and that gets her day started. Scores about 7.5, the senior for Jamestown. Fricky looking inside for Bell, moving players out of the way, and is fouled on the shot.
You see Hannah Adelson's kind of looking over like, I'm not sure what I can do. She's trying to be physical with Bell on the block, but Bell's going to be rewarded with a couple attempts from the charity stripe.
First one good. It's 40-24 Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. 2 for 2. Into the game for Jamestown, but missing the three was Braley Surfas, and then the offensive rebound leads to a foul. Lucy Falk will shoot at the line.
Fouls on number 30, Lily Bell. Second personal, 6-team foul. Lucy Falk to shoot 2.
Falk 4.7 rebounds off the bench for Jamestown. A couple of good dual sport athletes with volleyball out here. Stevic, a little bit long, but another offensive rebound. Bell able to rip the ball away from Adelson.
Yeah, Bell just showing her strength there, getting it up on the glass. Jamestown saying, hey, I want a jump ball on that, but
Euland couldn't set her feet there with the basketball. A travel. Another first half turnover for the Blue Jays. Minot basketball at 43-26. This was a 20-19 game, middle of the first half, but since a 10-0 scoring run for Minot, it just seems Jamestown can't find the fix right now. A foul against Young, her first 9th team foul of the half.
yeah, we talked about it, that 20-19 mark. A lot of things going the Blue Jays' way, but the second part of this first half, it's been all Majets.
Leah Dawkins back in for the Jets.
AJ Rude, the free throw shooter from Minot, hits them both. Jets lead is up to 19, a game high. Adelson right across the court to Euland, and then Young thought about a three, carries it into the lane. Nice move for Addie Young.
How about Young there? Couple hesitations there all the way to the rim. Maybe a little nominee for Magic City Home Leisure move of the game.
Fricky with her own nominee for play of the game. Just the handles that you don't guard, right? As a defender, you're not going to see another player handle the ball like Maggie Fricky.
Yeah, and you could tell that's what this Majets team has really missed in her absence, her ability to get things going, to handle ball control.
Falk bumped by Leah Dawkins. We've got free throws late in the half for the Blue Jays. Let's watch a replay while we're at it. Brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. This is the Young move. First free throw good for Falk. Maybe one last possession before the first half is over for Minot. Rude will walk across the timeline. 10 seconds into the lane, but lost it. Jamestown comes away with a turnover, and they have a chance at the last shot. Young to Surfas. The fadeaway at the horn is no good. A second chance was there for Falk, but no points to end the half for Jamestown. Minot High goes on a big run in the middle of the half. They lead 47-30, a high score in first 18 minutes here in Minot.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
I'll begin at the Jerome's Collision Center halftime report on the PSP Network. BNC National Bank scoreboard reads Minot High 47, Jamestown 30, 18 minutes into this WDA girls basketball matchup. Let's start with the numbers, Bryce. A lot to look at from a 77-point half.
Yeah, I'm going to start on the Blue Jays side. They were led in scoring by the junior Addison Young. Was terrific in that first half. She scored 12. She was able to get in the lane too at times, getting a number of good looks for Jamestown. Martin had 3 in the first half, as did Euland. 2 for Newmiller. I really like Falk. Falk came in, got some really good production off the bench, her ability to rebound. She also had 7 points in that first half. Haley Adelson finished with 3. A total of 30 for Jamestown in that first half. On the Majet side, it was Fricky. It was off the bench. She had 14 in the first half. Lily Bell right behind her with 12. AJ Rude with 7. Eve Knutson with 7. Big boost from Broderick in her few minutes off the bench. She had 5. Kinley Barch with 2 for a total of 47 for the Majets. That gets us to at the half. Majets 47, Blue Jays 30.
Talked about it a bit. That first couple of minutes, it was pretty close. Minot High was scoring a lot of their points thanks to offensive rebounds. If Jamestown had eliminated those, they could have been in the lead there for a while, but obviously Minot High's offense kicked into gear. Defense got some stops, and that's why we're at a 17-point margin right now.
Absolutely. It was 8 made threes from the Majets. It was Bell to catch and shoot a couple times in that first half. Stevick, I know she hasn't scored in the game, but she really got them going offensively in those first few minutes. The second half, the defensive intensity was picked up by the Majets. I mean, they had about 10, 11 points in that second part of that second half, Jamestown did. So I really like Young, though. I think Young is, she's very creative. She shoots the 3-ball well. As she's creating some more open looks, Jamestown going to have to continue to knock down some more threes. They had 5 mades in the first half.
47-30 score here in Minot for the hometown Magents. A couple blowouts today in the WDA, but one really good one out in Williston. The Coyotes fall at home to Mandan 75-68. The Braves still rolling along, and we kind of thought coming in, well, what would Mandan be? They lost a couple pieces. Really a young talent pool making the moves right now for Mandan, but obviously weathering the storm so far.
Yeah, I'll be interested to look at the box score in that one. 2 very similar teams in my eyes. They don't really count on the 3-ball as maybe a number of teams do in the WDA. They like to get in the lane. I mean, quite a few points put up in that game. Nice big win there by Mandan. Legacy really bounced back nicely. Big win over Dickinson tonight. And Century looked terrific again. Century, I don't know how you fly under the radar, but it just seems like there's not a lot of talk about that Century team sitting in that 2 spot.
It's happened to this Minot team before in years past. You just expect it to happen, and it does. You keep getting the results, but some teams that are the best in the state, you don't want to be in the headlines. That means something maybe didn't go right. On the boys' side, Minot High has a 38-21 lead over Jamestown late in the first half. Things looking good for the Magicians on the road for now. Elsewhere on the PSP Network, Dickinson a lead over Legacy just before halftime. 40-35, and it must be early in this first half, Bryce, because Bismarck High has just 12 points on the board against St. Mary's. They have only played 5 minutes. That's a Bismarck team that scored 109 the other day against Legacy.
Yeah, we're just accustomed to them running and gunning. We saw that with Legacy last week. 110 or 109, I can't remember, but really wore Legacy down in that second half, and let's see. Well, that point total is going to climb as that game goes along.
Second half is next. This has been the Jerome's Collision Center halftime report on the PSP Network.
Is proudly brought to you by
Ready for second half action here at the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Minot High Jets have won 7 straight games going back to last year in this building. Looking to make it 8 with a strong second half against Jamestown today. They lead 47-30. It's the Jets that start with the basketball. Same starting 5 in the first half as it is out of the break. A.J. Rood with the first shot, and the 3 will fall.
See that, Rood kind of struggled offensively so far this season. She's in the double digits, very efficient tonight in this one versus Jamestown.
I'll say maybe the offense not lacking for Rood, maybe just focused on other aspects of the offense to this point. Youngka missed 3. Jamestown's going to end up with the ball back. They will not convert on it, though. Knutson right out to Rood. Looking for help, finds Cece Stevick. Lobs in for Bell. 3 blue jerseys there, none of them able to do very much.
Great find there is a lot of what we saw in the first few minutes of the first half. Stevick finding Bell. Great start to the second half for Minot High.
Jamestown's got to find some very quick answers. Could it be from the 3-point land? Newmiller misses. High rebound goes to Kinley Barch. Nice find to Rood underneath the basket, looking for Bell. There was a lot of arms there, and Newmiller picks up the steal.
Yeah, great hands there by Newmiller. I know she's kind of struggled offensively, but I think she's a really underrated defender in the WDA.
And she's the freshman of this Jamestown team, still being one of the dependent leaders of this program. Jamestown has always said these last 2 rebuild years they've had 1 graduating senior in the last 2 years combined. And this year kind of having those experienced players step up in a big way, but Barch and the Minot High Jets scored all the points in this second half.
Great there, that's Barch's first made field goal of the game. A 7-0 spurt to start the second half.
Coach Schwartz wants some more defensive intensity here. Keep the streak going. An open 3 for Young. Won't be knocked down. Knutson the rebound. Minot, can they continue to pour it on here in the second half? That ball was last touched by Stevick.
Kind of reminds me a lot of the start versus Williston in that second half. You see it. Schwartz is pretty out of it. You get that ball. Let's go. Let's get out in transition. Get some easy buckets.
Well, 7-0 start to this second half. The Jets lead 54-30 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Hewlin looking inside for Martin. Instead to Young. Now Martin gets it from the corner. Driving against Knutson. Arms straight up. Knutson able to block the shot. Martin stays with it. 5 to shoot. It's Young all alone for 3, but a miss. Bell tracks down the rebound. And she coughs up the basketball. Martin dives on it. That's going to be over and back unintentionally there.
Gotta love that effort, though. Martin trying to keep it alive there. Thought they had a turnover. Young's had a number. We talked about her production in that first half, 12 points. Jamestown, a number of good looks this second half, but nothing falling early for the Blue Jays.
Back to defense they go. Jets keep passing around the 3-point line. Barch lost it. I think she ran into Lely.
The good news is she's laughing it off, so it appears to be just fine.
An awkward hit and awkward reaction. There's a 3 from the corner from Milan Martin. Another miss for Jamestown. 2-on-1 fast break for the Jets, and Hewland full shove there of Eve Knutson. That'll be a foul.
Coach Schwartz having a little conversation, making sure Barch is okay there. Looked like a little, almost like a WWE clothesline. Not intentional, but she appears to be just fine.
Today's game of the PSP Network brought to you in part by Bones Barbecue Sauce, a true North Dakota original created and bottled right here in ND. Find it today at your local grocery store, Cashwise, Marketplace, and Family Fare. PSP Network, 4 places at once tonight. Minot, Surrey, Bismarck, and Washburn, North Dakota.
Washburn, the home of our own Owen Patterson.
I think you just
giving
call
me
it.
some JV stats earlier of his playing career.
I was, yes. I was. He said, if you got in the JV game, you just shoot it. And I said, when I got in the JV game, yeah, I just shot it. Made 7 threes one night.
I don't know if everyone should listen to my mentality of JV, playing at that JV level. That is, though. Get in there, shoot the ball.
Why
Give your
not?
coach. Get noticed. Maybe get some of those varsity minutes.
The Jets are going to keep the basketball after all that. Rude tries to create the contact. Bell just follows it up, and still the second half starting on a big run for Minot. 56-30 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Hey, tomorrow another episode of PSP Network Prime Time, presented by AECM General Construction and Spas, etc. Our guests, Ellie Laskowski of Minot North Girls Basketball, Jeremy Brandt, the head coach of the Minot High Boys. And I would call it a very controversial and debate-sparking edition of BG's Top 5. I'll just say that as someone that gets to see it beforehand.
I'm not going to, no spoilers or
No, not at
anything,
all.
but I told you, how I have my top 5. It's not ranked in order. It's just a top 5 in general.
Tell you what, everybody
Don't make me put them in order either. I am not doing that.
Everybody
tomorrow.
ranks things differently,
Correct.
and some people maybe rank them wrong. I don't know.
Absolutely. I'm wrong a lot.
56-30 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot with the lead out of the First International Bank and Trust timeout. It's a 3 from Newmiller. Jamestown is yet to score in this second half, and the woes continue for the Blue Jays. Bell falling out of bounds will draw a foul.
Yeah, well, it's just, once again, it's a wide open look for Newmiller. She just hasn't been able to get going offensively. I believe Jamestown is 0 of 9 to start this second half.
Hey, Bryce, we could call a delay of games now after the layup and you touch the basketball. How about Coach Scunberg standing right in between the ref and A.J. Rude trying to get the inbounds pass
He's in the
together.
box. He's in the,
Yeah,
you know.
Air ball 3 from Fricky.
He's buying a little more time. You say, hey, let my defense get set. Let me stand here maybe.
Jamestown basketball. 5 minutes without a bucket. Hewlin to Newmiller. Trying to drive against Knutson. Has to pivot. Eventually gives it up to Falk. Just 8 to shoot here for the Blue Jays. Now back outside the three-point line. Surfas blocked by Bell. Rebound. I guess that'll be a shot clock violation against Jamestown. Looked like Rude was picking up the basketball.
Just great rotation, that whole defensive situation there by the Majets. Great help by Bell getting the block. Really have ramped up. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of the Williston game, kind of turning that switch on defensively.
Bell the 3 from straight away, misses off the back iron. Pressure in the backcourt by the Majets. They will get the steal. Fricky gives it up to Barch. He's rejected by Surfas, and then a jump ball.
You better be aware of where Fricky is. Her hands defensively there. getting a jump, going to stay with the Blue Jays.
Ava Knutson and Mackenzie Bachmeyer in the game for the first time for Minot. Remember, they were early off the bench on Friday against Williston. Today, wait till the second half. Foul on Maggie Fricky.
Kind of seen this. I like it from Schwartz. You know, you're giving a number of girls an opportunity. You've seen Ava Knutson come in this game. She is a really good on-ball defender. We know what Bachmeyer can do. She can hit the three-ball, shoots it at a high percentage.
Corner three from Mia Euland. Offensive rebound. There's a foul against Knutson. The shot still wouldn't go for Milan Martin, but Jamestown is at least to the Serve Pro free throw line. Still in search of their first points of the second half.
It's just a great cut by Martin. I don't know how it didn't go down, but she's going to be rewarded with a couple free throw attempts.
Got the first. It's 56-31 Majets now on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Second one to miss, though. Bachmeyer puts it up for Bell. Guarded on the perimeter by Falk. Brings it up to the top and then drives. Splits through the defense. Another whistle.
That's just a great move. I feel like we've really seen more of that. Her just taking her defender off the dribble. That time splitting the defenders back to the Serve Pro free throw line for Lily Bell.
More free throws take place here in the second half. A good time to remind you this game is brought to you by BSN. They create exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs, from custom equipment, uniforms, and coaches apparel to fan wear, branding, and more. They do it all. Contact your local BSN sales pro in western North Dakota. A 27-point lead for the Majets, winners of 10 straight in this matchup between Minot and Jamestown. Euland has the three, first made field goal of the half for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, much needed offense there. Euland getting the friendly roll, 6 points in the game for her.
And right away, it's Lily Bell with two more. Nowhere to go for Surfoss, right back out to Yunk. A little short on the three, but an offensive board for the Jays. Surfoss, wide open three, a little strong. Fricky works with Bell at the top of the key. Fricky drives in. Right-handed finish is no good, but we got a shooting foul against Jamestown.
Great move there by Fricky, once again getting in the lane. Does such a good job of getting to the free throw line.
The University of North Dakota commit at the free throw line for Minot High. First time I see Hadley fall today for Minot. 50% on that trip. Minot hoping to start the season 8-0. Their next two opponents, Minot North and Dickinson. That Dickinson game is going to count as 2 points. Remember that.
Try and keep all that straight all the time. Good thing we have the Professor O&P for that.
Which means later in the season, Minot is going to play a non-varsity style game against Dickinson. 10-18 still to go in the basketball game. Jamestown will shoot the free throws with Milan Martin. Junior forward averaging about 7 points a game for Jamestown. What I like about this Blue Jays team, obviously, you've got a leading scorer in Newmiller, but just 11 points per game. Everybody else kind of pitches in an equal amount. They're just waiting for somebody to have one of those giant days, get this offense over the hump.
And correct, you've got Newmiller. She's been struggling tonight to get going offensively, and you see it. You've got a couple really nice pieces with Yunk and Euland and their ability to shoot the basketball.
And what Jamestown does very well compared to the rest of the WDA is good scoring defense. Last year, despite being the number 8 seed, they were top 5 in scoring defense. And again this year, currently ranked 10th out of 10 in the standings, but 5th with averaging just 55 points a game allowed.
Yeah, still in that middle of the pack, you know, that he puts so much pride on the defensive end of the floor. Coach Scumberg.
Euland late in the shot clock, put up a 3 on the run. Fall has the rebound for the Majettes. Well, now Minot's gone a while without a field goal. Barch, nowhere to go off that screen. Long pass, Knutson fires from the corner and rattles home.
Knutson into double figures there. I love that. In the corner, ready to shoot it. 10 points for her on the evening.
Martin backs into the lane. Knutson swats the ball out of the air. It will be Jamestown basketball. And coming up next, our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads Postgame Show. Shots Crossroads is your postgame headquarters. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome. Speak with our Sport Clips MVP, named the Magic City Home Leisure Move of the Game. Already a few nominees for those. Eve Knutson to Ava Knutson, then hands off to Cece Stevick. Another long possession for Minot before they put up a shot. Rude from the elbow, throw it at the rim, and it goes.
Really nice night for A.J. Rude. She has 12 points in the ball game, showing out the mid-range there.
And Minot's lead is 30. In the middle of that first half, we keep referencing it. Not expected this game to become a 30-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of things going right. Obviously, you're making, you know, an early amount of threes in the ball game. You're on the road. You're going to be in it, but you see it. Like you said, they just take it up the intensity level, especially on the defensive end. So many weapons to account for.
Milan Martin, 3 is good for the Blue Jays.
Nice second half for Martin. She's got 6 in the second half, 9 for the ball game.
Bell gets open, but is fouled before putting up the shot by Adelson. And is number 4 already on Hannah Adelson, having to work today against Lily Bell. Fricky takes the inbounds pass from Bell, just muscles that one up and in for 2.
You see her, she's so good on these out-of-bounds play. I mean, she does such a good job moving. That time finishing with the offhand.
Newmiller looking to get into the lane, but Bell is not going to give up any ground there.
Great job by Bell, moving your feet, going straight up.
Ava Knutson on the breakaway, just couldn't finish. Newmiller now for Jamestown, finds Mia Euland. Less than 8 minutes to go in the basketball game tonight from Minot. What does Jamestown have left today on the road? Newmiller for three. Long rebound, tip still. Jamestown fighting with each other for the basketball, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. 7:07 to go, second half. Minot High leads 68-39 over the Jamestown Blue Jays. You're watching WDA Girls Basketball on the PSP Network.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
First International Bank and Trust, our timeout sponsor on the PSP Network. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, Arizona, and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. Just one timeout left for the Jamestown Blue Jays. 7 minutes still remain in the contest. Newmiller on the drive, has it stolen away by Lily Bell, or blocked. Blue Jays pick it up, get another shot out of this possession. More offensive rebounds. That's 4 on this possession, I think, for Jamestown.
A number being active is Macy Newmiller, keeping it alive, creating some more opportunities. Got a Newmiller sweatshirt down here in front of the camera.
Obviously a well-traveling Jamestown fan base. Falk had to get that one away to avoid the travel. Keep this long-going possession alive for the Blue Jays. Can it end in points? Yulin cut to Adelson and the score.
I love it. Moving without the basketball. Haley Adelson, 5 points tonight for the Blue Jays.
Barch is fouled on her way to the basket by Newmiller. Let's watch a Ryan Family Dealerships replay. The assist by Euland.
See a nice jab step, finding her on the back door.
Another timeout, this time by Minot High. We'll take it as well.
On Tracker, we know the most precious memories are those spent together. From sharing the joys of fishing to watching the grandkids wipe out on a tube, spending the day just relaxing with your significant other, or laughing away the evening with your friends. These are the moments you'll remember forever, and they're all made possible by Sun Tracker.
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Minot and Bismarck, or online, swensonrv.com.
As stated before, not your traditional WDA doubleheader today on the PSP Network. One game is here. The other game, the boys' game, happening right now in Jamestown. Bryce, you got a score update there.
Latest update, Minot High looking good. The boys on the road, 48-25. That game is at the half. How about Bismarck High at the half? 57-34 over St. Mary's.
We promised they'd have points at some point.
We did call it.
Lily Bell to put back. Talk a little bit about the boys' half of the WDA. I'm going to see that this evening, but well represented in this week's media poll. Obviously, you've got the top 2 teams in the state, Century and BHS. Dickinson is at number 5, but also receiving votes this week. The St. Mary's Saints getting some statewide recognition.
Yeah, and Minot High, you know, they had a nice rebound. They're playing well tonight. I'm telling you, when we get to that region WDA tournament, it is, those qualifying games are going to be at an all-time high. I'm telling you, it is going to be a all-out battle at the WDA tournament. Playing those 3 straight days, you know, the grind and what these coaches say about it.
Kenzie Bachmeyer, the 3 from Minot.
Like that. That's what Bachmeyer's in there to do. Shoot the 3 ball. Nice look there.
Lead is back beyond 30 for Minot. Newmiller into the paint. You're going to be in Dickinson on Friday. Mavericks, remember it's the Mavericks now against the
I'm already calling it.
Man Braves.
I'm going to make a mistake going. I already know it.
Rude the miss. That's the bubble kind of game right there in the regular season.
Yeah, really balanced man-dan attack. You know, on the boys' side, it's a lot of contributors, play a lot of guys.
They were just up here in Minot on Friday. Took on Minot North. They were able to score a lot of points. It was just defensively some things to correct still. Dickinson in a battle with Legacy tonight. You can find that game on the PSP Network. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe to our YouTube page. Follow us on any of the social medias at Network PSP. A corner three from Newmiller's missed. Rebound tipped to the Adelsons. And then a three from Young. Another offensive rebound, followed by another offensive rebound. Coach Schwartz yelling from the sideline. Eventually, Jamestown will score. You get that many opportunities, it's almost a given.
Yeah, a number. There's been a couple of these possessions here down the stretch as Fricky from downtown. No good.
That'll be an offensive rebound for Minot. Bell calling for it. Everybody just kind of standing still. Bell unable to make the field goal, but she make the two free throws to come from it.
Gotta love the effort if you're Coach Thunberg. So, you know, I know the score is lopsided, but Young's out there still battling as she goes to the bench now, but always a tall task to come to Minot High School and play the #1 team in AA girls hoops.
Hannah Adelson just fouled out of the game. And that puts Minot in the bonus for the remainder of today's contest. This game brought to you by Planet Pizza, the best pizza on the planet. They've been around for over 25 years and have the largest laser tag playground in the region, a giant lunch buffet, and they deliver. Call now at 701-852-1700 to place an order at Planet Pizza. That's on Planet Pizza tomorrow night following PSP Network primetime.
Yeah, maybe it's a pretty good chance. My secret at Planet, it's always I go extra cheese and I go extra sauce every single time.
Ever since the one time I got surprised with a giant blue buffalo pizza during that volleyball tournament, I think that was the first time I worked for PSP Network. I always said, hey, that might be the one at Planet Pizza.
Gotta love it. Our good friends Matt and Tony Mueller, always supportive of what we're doing here at PSP Network, as are all our sponsors.
75-46, Minot has the lead. They'll be in action on Friday night here on the PSP Network against Minot North. Barch kicks out to Eve Knutson. A missed three, rebounded by Falk. Now, last year when Minot High played at North, there was that first ever meeting, and Minot High set a tone. I think the final score was about 84-28.
I don't think I've done a Minot North game.
Gotta get you on one. Soccer, maybe. Steal by the Majets. Barch will go to Eve Knutson. Still everything around the three-point line for Minot. And they'll look in. Bench counting down on the shot clock. 5 to shoot. It's Eve Knutson. Drains the three.
Very good night for Eve offensively. 3 made threes in this ball game. 13 points.
The team three-point shooting was a discussion in that Wilson game, especially early in the season. It was pretty good against the Coyotes. Lely and Maggie, they combined to go 5 for 11 in that game from three. The rest of the team was 7 for 20. Still a lot of makes, but percentage-wise, improvement to go to match last year's numbers.
Got him at 8 tonight as well. 12, I'm sorry. 12 made threes tonight as well in this one versus Jamestown.
Pearl Aberly right in the game. puts up a 3 ball. A rebound tip to Braylee Surfos for Jamestown. She's going to go all the way to the rack. Draws the foul. Get a few more now in for Jamestown.
Second personal, 7th team foul. Braylee Surfos to shoot 2.
First one for Surfos at the Serve Pro free throw line is good. Checking in for Jamestown, they'll bring in Hadley Jackson, the freshman. Claire Iverson, I do believe. They got a couple number 2s here on the roster. And Summer Obenauer, again a couple number 25, so maybe it'll be the other folks.
Yeah, let's hope we got it right here. We try to, I'm telling you.
Ava Knutson, 3 for the wing, is missed. Rebound is tipped out of bounds by the Blue Jays. Steal. That's Obenauer, we do believe. On the fast break, free throws coming up. Final minute 6 from Magic City Campus Gymnasium. The Jets brought in a few more bench players. Brooke Bedell, Jayla Flepson.
Summer Obenauer at the line for the Blue Jays.
Second to 2 is no good. Blue Jays will find the rebound. Blue Jays will head back to Jamestown. 0-4 in the West, but remember, this is a team that they have the opportunity this second half of the season to pick up a few of these early season losses and get some splits. Knutson, a wild shot is missed, gets her own rebound, but she was out of bounds. Next up for Jamestown, they'll be at home against BHS. And then they'll get a few extra off days. Got an odd Friday, Saturday schedule coming up the week following. They'll be at Williston Friday night, at Legacy on Saturday afternoon. Not an easy part of the schedule still for Jamestown.
Yeah, that's
tell you what,
they've
been on the road as well a lot this year. This is their 5th road game. Rebound by the Majets, and that'll do it. 78-48, the final score. Minot High is 8-0, and they stay perfect in West Region play as well. Plan 18 financial advisor, Shot Straw Starts Postgame Show is next.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Time now for the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. Final score today from Minot. The Majets win 78-48 over the Jamestown Blue Jays. Pretty efficient second half offensively and defensively to secure the 30-point win. Let's first take a look at the individual numbers. Bryce Gudnick.
I will start on the Blue Jay side. They were led in scoring by Addison Young. She had 12 points on the evening. 9 for Martin in this one. 6 for Euland. 2 for Surfas. Newmiller finished with 7. 7 for Falk. And 5 for Haley Adelson. On the Majet side, they were led in scoring. She had 12 points in the first half, added 12 points in the second half, 24 on the evening for Lily Bell. A 3-ball for Bachmeyer, 5 for Broderick, 4 for Barch, 13 for Knutson, 17 for Fricky, and 12 for A.J. Root.
Well, as your individual scoring, and we're right in time, we move along to our Sport Clips MVP of today's contest. And that would be Maggie Fricky of Minot High. Well, another one where the first half, we'll have you put the mic down so you can talk into that.
She'll get it right.
Oh, I think it's kind of totally backwards.
Let's try this. Oh, let's do this. Then we'll go like this. We got her.
All right.
She'll probably say, hey, it's been a little while since I've been up here. Give me a break, you know. It's great to see you back.
All right. Sport Clips MVP Maggie Fricky. Another game where the first half it's close early and then it wasn't again for this team. Well, what is it today against Jamestown that created the separation?
I would say we had a slow start. Energy was a little off in the beginning. We could all tell that. It was kind of a quiet gym right away. But once we got the ball moving and attacking, that's been a really key factor that we've been looking at. So once we got that down, and I saw our energy pick up a little bit after a few and kind of a close game, and we realized that we need to kick it in. So I would just say our energy really picked up there.
I think the biggest thing kind of moving forward with you back in the mix, and as you work your cardio back up and playing some more minutes, it's just your ability to get Eve a little more involved, get Barch a little more involved. You even see like Rude's a little more comfortable. You just talk about, I mean, you're so special at doing that. Just your ability to get your teammates involved, get them some more open looks. It seems like Eve may be a little hesitant at times offensively. When you're out there, she's kind of shooting a little more confident in their shot.
I think just having another ball handler out there,
yes,
controlling, and that can settle them down a little bit. They've been doing a great job, but once they can I can drive it, kick it to them, and they know they're going to make it every time, and just knowing that there is another player out there that they don't have to have more stress upon, and they're doing a great job. They did a great job without me, regardless, and I think just having me back in there, it creates a flow between all of the offense that we've had for the last few years that we didn't get to have last year. So.
The other question I had is, it seems like you kind of like flip a switch, the team does. Tonight reminded me a lot about the Williston game. Just you go through these runs, you'll go on a quick 10-0 spurt. I mean, we had a 2-point ball game halfway through the first half, and then the defensive intensity picks up. Coach Schwartz kind of letting you know, we need to play with a little more effort. Just talk about that, your guys' ability, come up with a number of stops and get out in transition.
Yeah, so this year we're very defense focused, which we haven't been as much in the past. So I think sometimes we still need those little reminders that we need to start this right off tip. And we're still working on that, and I could see we're getting better at it each day. But once we get a few stops, that gets us going, and then we get our shots going. So once we always try to go 3 stops in a row, and that's what really gets us going, and we call it kills. So that's our goal. So we try to get a number of kills. So we just got to get going at first, and then it gets our offense going and our defense, and then the bench and everyone.
Absolutely.
Well, we talked to you a lot recently about getting back on the court. How has it been actually being back out there?
It actually feels so good. I mean, it was like, you go through this, you don't know if you're going to get cleared, you don't know what's going to happen, and then I was really, really nervous to get back into the game because I haven't for almost 400 days, so it's like a little iffy, but it feels really good, and I'm not, like, I feel like I'm just, like, didn't miss anything. Like, I feel like I'm back out there. It's still a big process with getting more minutes and still getting my agility and my speed back and just feeling the game out, but everyone's been so supportive, and I've had a blast, and just being out there with my team is amazing.
That's great to hear. A good job today, Maggie, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Sport Clips MVP Maggie Fricke of Minot High. We'll come back and wrap up our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show next on the PSP Network.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
All right, Bryce, we got one more thing to do in our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show, and that is hand out our Magic City Home Leisure Move of the Game. Is it an award sweep today for Maggie Fricke, or was there something else you had in mind?
I'm going to actually go with Addison Young. I like that move. Okay. Addison Young kind of split the defenders. It was kind of like a double hesitation move, got in the middle of the lane, finishing nicely. I mean, she was great in that first half. She really was the spark offensively, trying to keep the Blue Jays in it. That play really stood out to me in this one tonight.
As your move of the game, brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. It's time to bring a spa, sauna, or game to your rec room, and Magic City Home Leisure is the place to find it. Well, a very short day at the office here on the PSP Network than usual. One game rather than two as part of this WDA split doubleheader between Jamestown and Minot High. The Majets get it done. Still waiting on a final score of that boys game to see if Minot High finishes the sweep in round one against Jamestown. You can find those with our friends at North Dakota Score Feed, keeping you up to date with scores from around the state. But that does it for us today. For our great crew putting on tonight's show on the PSP Network, Logan Dean on the camera, my color commentator Bryce Gunick, I'm Owen Patterson. Being your final score for the final time, Minot High 78, Jamestown 48. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night for
Sorry, I'm making Owen. That's on
PSP
me.
Prime Time, and again Thursday and Friday for more coverage on the PSP Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Is proudly brought to you by social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Ready.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.